The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is back for a brand new second season, delivering a drama that made it a runaway reality TV hit. Take a look.
Where is everyone at?
Whitney wants back in Mom Talk. Everything feels kind of fake about it. I'm trying to protect Mom Talk.
I don't feel like inviting the devil back in.
I think everybody just needs to get the freaking stick out of their...
Anyone that comes in at this point is clout chasing.
What the hell?
Is that Miranda? Oh my God.
Miranda is Taylor's ex-best friend.
I'm going to set the record straight on the swinging scandal.
Oopsies.
It's gonna get messy, for sure.
Baby, please welcome Layla Taylor and Jessi Ngatikaura.
Welcome, ladies. Well, I was obsessed with the first season. Like, it defied every expectation. It became one of Hulu's most watched unscripted series of 2024. Yeah. And it revolves around a group of friends who started the handle Mom Talk, and you're all now successful influencers. Drama ensues, there's relationships, there's all of these things. Yeah. Why do you think the show resonated with so many people?
I don't know, we were shocked, to be honest. We were like, people like this. But I think it's because the Mormon buzzword, that always gets a lot of attention. And I think Utah culture in general, people are always really concerned and like have questions about that. So I think we kind of like peeked back the curtain on what Mormons are like and what Mormons in Utah specifically are like. But also our friend group. I think that women in general can relate to having a group of friends that goes through ups and downs and fights and cattiness and things like that. It's embarrassing.
Yeah. That's why Andy Cohen is a multimillionaire.
100%, yep.
So, Layla, we had your friend Taylor on the show last year.
Yes.
Because last season revolved around her admitting that she and her now ex-husband had been swinging with other couples.
Yes.
Soft swinging.
And that scandal,
Get it right.
that scandal caused you all to get a lot of hate, and the Mormon Church spoke out against the show, saying it didn't depict the religious values. Yeah. Now, were you surprised by that kind of hate that you received, and did any of those opinions change once the show did air?
Yeah, I think I wasn't very surprised. I feel like the church is very protective over their image, which naturally I understand that, but I think that us girls have done a really good job of showing people at different stages in religion. I feel like it's not linear, and they're gonna go through ups and downs and trials in your life, and it's natural to kind of lean away from religion or go closer to it, and I think it was really refreshing to show that aspect. And I feel like members now have been a lot more open to us. I feel like they kind of were scared at first because they're like, oh no, they're gonna show like the bad things or like make us all look bad. But I think that now they're kind of open to like, oh, okay, like she was going through a trial. She maybe wasn't that active at the moment, but she's doing her best. And I feel like that's what it comes down to.
Yeah. Well, Jessi, both of you, I watched the full first season. It's a binger. Yeah. I started for the show and I finished for me. But it was full of drama, like the swinging scandal, soft swinging scandal.
What's soft swinging?
It's like not going all the way.
Oh,
Not
okay.
sex, but just like dipping your toes in. You know?
Okay.
Sonny,
That was basically me before my first marriage. Technical virgin.
But we also...
You should join Mom Talk.
Maybe I'll join the Mormon.
Yeah, there you go.
But we also saw some fights in your friend group and cracks in some people's marriages.
Yeah.
You said that season 1 was just a warm-up. So what does that mean for season 2?
Oh my gosh, season 2 is like it starts hot, starts with a bang. You see so many friendship dynamics, relationships, ups and downs, tears, emotions, chaos. If you thought season 1 was good, I think you're gonna love season 2.
Oh, wow. I need more time in my day.
Yeah, well, living it was chaotic. So watching it back, I'm excited.
You're right. No, I have the easy part.
Layla, you grew up in Arizona in an area that had a lot of people from the Mormon community, and then you converted and joined the church at just 16 years old, got married at 19, had 2 children. You did get divorced 2 years later, but my question is, what made you convert to the Mormon church?
Yeah, so growing up, I had kind of a messy home life. It was always kind of just back and forth with parents and things like that. My parents got divorced when I was 7, and I've always like longed and craved a family aspect and like a very strong family unit. And that's something the church is big on promoting is family and kind of like forever families and things like that. So me being 16, I was like, okay, well, if I'm a member, then I could have a happy family one day. So I started visiting the church with like my friends on Sundays and stuff like that. And I would go to their families' houses for family home evening and kind of like read scriptures with them and stuff. So I just felt like it was maybe a good way to kind of get that one day. And it gave me a lot of like hope and kind of just happiness at that one moment in my life too, because I was struggling with a lot of like mental health issues and things like that. So it was kind of like a saving grace for me at that point in my life.
Are you still devout?
I'm not very active, no, anymore.
Okay.
It was really good for me at that point in my life, but I've kind of gotten older and it's not really for me anymore. But I still have so many friends that are part of the church and I have nothing but respect for it.
Well, and Jessi, you grew up in the Mormon church, got married at 22, got divorced, and now are remarried. But you decided to leave the church several years ago. What made you want to?
Well, I think that's actually a testament to the Mormon way. Everyone gets married young, and a lot of people get divorced because of it. And I think it just was, for me, it was a cookie cutter lifestyle that I fell into because of the culture. And as I got older, I was like starting to question things. Do I want this? Do I believe in this? And I think the Utah culture specifically is hard because it very heavily focuses on, you know, appearance, perfection, and honestly just like hiding your flaws and presenting to the world that you're perfect. So I love our show because we're breaking that standard and that stigma, and we're showing that women can be the breadwinners. That's not usually the case in the Mormon church. And we can have all of these amazing things and be mothers. And, you know, I just think that it wasn't for me in the sense of like, I'm just not cookie cutter. So I decided to leave, and it's been great.
Well, Jessi, you're actually alluding to my question. You were speaking about breaking gender norms and how the women in the show are the breadwinners as the social media influencers. Have you heard from other women who have been inspired to create their own business as a result of seeing what you guys have done?
Yeah, actually. I think that, again, in the Mormon church, like, usually you're just like attaining to be a mother, and that's like the highest goal. So showing that we can be in the Mormon culture and be breadwinners. I own a few businesses. I also have kids. You can have it all, you know? I mean, it's hard and I'm exhausted, but you can have it all. And I think a lot of women have reached out being like, I'm a single mom, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I need purpose in my life. Like, I can find that. You guys have done it. And I think, yeah, it's been an example to other women. So it's been empowering.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's changing the visual.
Yes.
Changing the visual. It's not your great-grandma's Mormon church.
Exactly.
Upgraded.
Yes.
Upgraded and moving forward, as women tend to do. So, yay. Thanks to Layla Taylor and Jessi Ngatikaura. The full second season of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives premieres on May 15th on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. Got that? Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.